Good morning, my dear students. Good morning, everybody. Today we will continue the lesson about quotation marks, lesson 13, schools around the world. Today is Monday, 20th of April 2020. Let's start, my dear students. I told you yesterday that I have a new idea to learn our sight words. And as I told you yesterday, I want you to write the whole sight words on colored papers, small colored papers like sticky notes, and you can play with it with a fly swatter. You can just slap them and they will fly in the air. Every word you will study. Let's start our daily practice. Made. The first word with us is the word made. Made. M-A-D-E. Made. I want you to try to do a sentence about it, or I want you to use the words that we are studying every day with you in sentences. I made a sandwich for my sister. Made. Many. I have many books in my library. I read many books yesterday. The word many. Many. Of. Of. Of always come with something with another verb to turn light off, to switch off anything. So the word off means to stop something from working. Off. O-double-F. Or. Or. Do you like English or math? Do you like coloring or writing? Pull. Pull. I can pull this heavy truck. I can pull this heavy truck. Pull. As we said, we have every day our outcomes, and our outcomes for today, we will complete what we have started yesterday about quotation marks. I told you that what are quotation marks? We have two quotation marks. If you just look at, we have one for beginning of the sentence and one for closing the sentence. Our outcome for today is I can identify quotation marks. I can use quotation marks properly, punctuate dialogue with commas and quotation marks and end marks. I want you to start with our video time, and I want you to watch with me this video.
May I quote you on that? May I quote you on that? When writing dialogue, put quotes both in the front and the back. May I quote you on that? May I quote you on that? Quotation marks are the key to keeping speech intact. May I quote you on that? May I quote you on that? Sometimes when you're writing, stories can come alive. Characters express what they're feeling inside. Characters need dialogue so they can speak. Quotation marks will be the tool you seek. May I quote you on that? May I quote you on that? When writing dialogue, put quotes both in the front and the back. quote you on that? May I quote you on that? Quotation marks are the key to keeping speech intact. May I quote you on that? May I quote you on that? Quotation marks should frame what your characters say, putting their dialogue on display. Set it off with a comma and a phrase that will tell.
So as she is singing, she said that, may I quote you back? Quote here means to make quotation marks for your speaking or for your conversation. As you see here, we have a conversation and we put here, this is the first quotation mark, and I should end the speaking or the words with another quotation mark. Then I will separate my words or the spoken words from the person who said them by one comma. Then I just report who wrote this words. Okay? Okay, so as we said that we need to put comma to separate the exact words for the person from the exact person. Okay, let's complete our video.
Who did the speaking that you quoted so well? May I quote you on that? May I quote you on that? When writing dialogue, put quotes both in the front and the back. May I quote you on that? May I quote you on that? Quotation marks are the key to keeping speech intact. May I quote you on that?
So after we finished, I want to make a review for what we did yesterday. As we said that quotation marks, you should follow these rules when you use quotation marks. Decide where to put the comma. You should decide where to put the comma. Begin the first word inside the quotation marks with a capital letter. To put the end mark inside the quotation marks. Like Becca asked, see here what I did when I started with a comma. Then I started the beginning quotation mark. I ended my words with another quotation marks and start my words or the words with capital letter. So number one, to make comma. Number two, to start with the first beginning quotation mark. Three, to start any words with capital letter. And four, to end whether with question mark or a full stop. Then to end your words with another or the ending quotation mark. So now you know what we should do. I hope it's so clear. Okay. Again, I want to repeat my words. You should put the comma in between. Start with the beginning quotation mark. Then start with capital letter. Ends the words, whether it's a question with question mark or with a full stop if it's a sentence. And ends your word with the end mark quotation mark. Okay, everything, I hope it's clear. Let's go to our explanation. We said before that the quotation marks or the inverted commas, both of them are equal, can also be called speech marks or quotation marks. So we can name those as quotation mark, speech marks, inverted commas. Three of them are correct. Keep your speech marks at the beginning and the end of the words being spoken, like lower, please. you should start with a beginning quotation mark or inverted commas, end with another one, and you should report it who said so. Our quotation marks quote at the beginning. If a quotation mark comes at the beginning of a sentence, a comma, a question mark, or exclamation point usually follows it. What does it mean, teacher? Sometimes if I come and say, hi, how are you? It's a question. If I come and say, look up, what is he doing? This is exclamation mark. If you can just say any sentence, ordinary sentence like, he drinks his milk. So you should end it with a full stop. Like here, I started my words with a beginning quotation mark. Dogs make better pets than cats do. I ended with a comma. Then said Jared, this is correct. Have you ever had a cat? This is a question. No, and I will never, and I never will, and I ended with exclamation mark. New speaker, new line. Start a new line whenever someone new speaks. See here, I started the line with new words. How are you doing today? I ended with a question mark. Start with my first quotation, and this is my second quotation, and I finished with ask Henry. Then I replied for his question. I'm great, said Ashton. Began the direct speech with a capital letter, as we said before. What an amazing day. I started my words inside the quotation marks always with a capital letter. Sometimes we have direct quotations. A directly quoted sentence begins with the capital letter, like Miss Talbot said, please get a pencil. Christina asked, is it my turn? Make sure your speech is correctly punctuated. Punctuation is so important in writing. You always lose marks for this. This includes a piece of punctuation before closing the inverted commas. What's the meaning of punctuation? To put a full stop, to end with a comma, like that. A period or a comma should always be placed in the quotation marks. Okay, I hope that it was clear. I can't wait to see Shirley Caesar's new video. James said it's supposed to come out next week. Include your sentences information about who is speaking and even how they are speaking. This is the starting of reporting close or reporting speech, as I told you. What we are doing now, the quotation marks, something related to reported speech, and reported speech to report someone talking. When I heard my mom and my sister were doing a conversation, then I will take these words and go to my dad and reported it to him. I will tell him that my mom told my sister, then I'll start my quotations and put their words. Okay, sometimes we are using the quotation marks in a dialogue when an expression identifying the speaker interrupts or a quoted sentence. The second part of the quotation begins with the lowercase letter. What does it mean? Here we have two sentences. Will you take care of my lawn and pets? Asked Mr. Franklin. Then I will complete his words. So no need to start with another capital letter, but this is not important. Quote at the end. If a quotation comes at the end of a sentence, a comma usually comes before it, like that. Tara asked, comma, then start my quotations. What makes you say that? And finally, I want to tell you that don't be afraid to use dialogue in your writing. Just be sure to use it thoughtfully. Make every word of a character says count. Never overuse dialogue. It should be supplemental. to the description and not take over the whole composition. I want you to use your quotation marks very oftenly in your dialogues and your stories. I want to see stories from you to write quotation marks about. Now let's open our reader's notebook, page 195. I will read the page for you, then we will give you your answer key. But before I start, I want all of you to try it with yourself. Then after you try it, let's practice, then correct your answers with your green pen. I told you before, bring a green pen and start to correct for yourself instead of me. Now you are a small teacher and you can do it. Miss Smith said, artists mix colors. Write each sentence correctly. Now we have sentences, and I want all of you to write them with quotation marks. Greg said, I will mix blue and yellow. What's missing here? Our quotation marks. Annie said, you will make green. And here you need to add your quotation marks. So I will take the pencil and start to do it by myself, show you how I can do it. This is my first quotation. And this is my second quotation. Okay, here Greg said, do it bigger. And this is my second quotation, the ending one. Sometimes it looks not cool. I know you can do it. Here, I will add my first quotation and I will close it with the second quotation. See here? You can do it with pink. You can do it at the first one. You can do it at the next one. Whatever you want, just do it. Okay, now let's do. We have two sentences. You should choose one and it should be correct. Is it the first or the second? Jamie said, I made a basket. Same, same. Which one is correct? The second one, because it contains a comma before the words. Robin asked, how did you do it? Which one is correct? Yes, the second one, because it starts with capital letter. Jamie answered, I made it out of straw. Which one is correct? The first one. Why? Because the second one, he put the comma after the quotation, and this is wrong. It shouldn't be like that. Okay, let's go to the next page. This is the answers. You can correct yourself again if you need, and please give yourself 2 points for every one. Okay, let's open page 199 first. Jamie asked, that is a clay Powell? Mom said, yes, I made it in art room, or sorry, in art class. Here we have two sentences. One, it's written incorrectly, and this one, it's written correctly. Why? This one, he wrote yes with the small letter, and the other one, he wrote yes with the capital letter. So here, write each sentence correctly, fix mistakes in capitalization and punctuation, put the quotation marks where they belong. I want all of you to write what's wrong and try to correct yourself. I will give you the answer key after this page. Mom asked, do you want to come to art class? What's wrong here? Yes, I can hear you. He missed the second quotation mark. He missed here the quotation mark. Just look. Okay, let's do it together. Sorry. He missed here the quotation mark. He had this part. And he put here one comma. Can you see? Okay, this is what we added. I asked what will do. Here he wrote it in a small letter, so we should rewrite it with a capital letter. Mom is, and he started his words with a small letter and started with quotation mark, and this is wrong. Then the quotation mark should start from this with the comma. I hope that you are correcting your mistakes, and he should finish it with a full stop and quotation mark. In this sentence, he forgot about the comma and forgot about the ending quotation. I said that sounds like fun. Here, he missed the comma and the quotation in the beginning, and he missed while he is writing. She said, next week we will put on a puppet. We will put on a puppet show, and he just closed it without beginning it. So please watch your mistakes and correct it. Let's go to the second page. Here it's so easy one. Here we have mistakes and we should just do it. Here what we have, circle the 12 misspelled words. We have in the box correct words, and we have in here a misspelled. So I want all of you to correct your misspelled words. So we have here free, teach, teeth, please, peach, wheel, team, speak, sneeze, sheep, meaning weave. You have them inside here. I want you to correct your mistakes. So, dear grandma, we had fun trip. Dad had to fix a wheel. So the first mistake we have is the word wheel on our car. Then we went to a pet. What? Yes, sheep. The animals made mom sneeze, and sneeze is wrong. We saw a girl weave, and weave is wrong. A colorful rug. She tried to teach, and teach is wrong as well. Ask the meaning of each color, and the word meaning is also wrong. At last, we got to the beach. The shells were free. I learned that some fish don't have any teeth. The word teeth is wrong as well. We saw a volleyball team, and team is wrong. I got to speak to the players. Well, that is all. Please write soon. Laughter. So I want you to correct his mistakes and rewrite the words. Look at the next page. I wrote for you the correct mistakes, like that. And if you did it in a correct way, give yourself 2 marks for each word. And you are my super boys, I believe. Now it's time for our exit tickets. If you understand my lesson, place quotation marks around the dialogue. Don't forget to mark both the beginning and end quotation marks. Miss Tyler asked, James, will you be joining us for dinner? What's missing? Where I should put the quotation marks? I know that all of you are super, can do it by yourself and send it to me. Please bring me my blanket, requested Jenny. So where are my quotation marks? You can do it by yourself. And this is for just fun. If you understand the lesson, do for me for. If you understand the lesson, you'll give me what? 4. If you just understand it a little and you need practice and you got it, give me 3. If you need little help, give me 2. If you don't understand, give me 1. And I hope that all of you understand the lesson for today. And now it's our time for playing online games. This is my online games. I want you to open it. Just here, we will have a little questions. Click to choose correctly written sentence. We have 4 sentences, and I want you to choose one correct sentence. The bald eagle is a symbol to said lion. Which one is correct? The first, the second, the third, A, B, C, D. Which one? Please take care that you should have quotation marks, you should have comma, you should have uh, ending punctuation for the sentence should start with capital. So I will try to do the first one for all of you. It will be P or C. Should know it by yourself. I make it bigger for you to know it. Which one is correct? C. Wow, correct. Let's do the next one. Now I took $500. I will do the next one. Sasha said the bald eagle is strong and free. Which one is correct? If you don't know the answer, you can use the hints. You have here hints. You can use it. Wow, it will be C. Now I have $1,000. So I will make you use it, but if and play with that, have fun. And if you had fun, just send to me that you had fun. But if you don't know the answers, you should use a hint like that. Okay? Thank you for sharing your information and thank you for your hard efforts every day. And you were totally good, grade 2A, 2B, 2C in your live session today. Thank you all my students, my mothers, everybody. And I wish to you happy Ramadan in the following days. Thank you and bye-bye.